Hey, Busy Fit fam. Hey, this is Stephen Anderson, and this is a little bit different. I really want to make sure that I'm scouring through a lot of the resources that are available on the internet and weeding through the junk so that you're left with the things that really matter and the things that work. In order for us to get a more clear picture of what to do for measuring your body, then I have a couple of videos that I had to resort to because I didn't find one that really told the picture in the Busy Fit way. So we're going to go over just a couple of videos, and I'll share with you what about those videos are going to be part of what we're doing and what is optional and what is not going to be included. So we're going to start with the first video. It's the YouTube video. This nice young lady here, I want to give her credit. Let's see, her name is, well, this is okay, this is Fast Fitness Boot Camp. So if you want to get that information on your own, you can. We're going to widescreen this, and we're going to just listen to her, and then I'll be back to let you know. Actually, I'll pause the video and let you know in the areas where we're not going to require it. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, Val here with Fast Fitness. Today I'm going to show you how to properly measure your body so you can track your progress at home. So yes, we all know it's important to step on the scale and kind of see where you're at, but the scale always doesn't tell the best story or even the most true story. But you know what? Inches don't lie, so it's really important that you take your inches and track that at home as well. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to start with measuring your chest. So we're just going to take that tape, you're going to pass it across your back, right across the middle part here. Right about. Make sure to take that tape and pass it around the widest point of your chest. So right about there is where we have it. You don't want it below your bust line or up too high. So again, right across the widest part of that chest there. Now the next area I'm going to have you measure is your arm. So we want to measure our dominant arm where it's at its widest area. So that's usually right around the bicep. So you're just going to take this, pass it around. So my widest point is right about there. You don't have to pull too tight or anything like that. Just where it's comfortable, no flexing of course, and hold it just about there. So that's our arm measurement here. Next we're going to go to our waist. Now I want you to measure two different areas of your waist. First, the natural point of your waist, so the narrowest part. Got a pretty short torso, so mine is right about there, right at that narrowest part. Next, you're going to want to measure about 1 inch below the belly button. So for all of our moms, this is a big problem area for us. That's where we typically store all of our body fat. So my belly button is right about here. 1 inch down will be right in this area. So I'll take that tape and pass it around there. So again, 1 inch below the belly button.
Now right here we're going to note that there are two different waist measurements. So we will refer to the first one as the waist, and that's the one where she was right at the narrowest part of the torso. And then we will refer to the other one as the belly button, even though you're going to be going 1 inch below the belly button. So those would be the two different waist measurements.
Again, at the natural waistline, at the narrowest part of our waist. So that takes care of our abdomen. Next, we want to move to the leg. So go ahead and find your dominant leg.
Before we watch her do the leg, I'm going to show you a second video that will give you an illustration of measuring the chest and the waist, but we'll also include the hips. We will include the hips in the measurements. She didn't include it here, but we will include it, and I'll show that in a separate video in just a bit.
You're going to put your weight on that leg. You're not going to flex or anything like that. Just stay nice and natural. Take that tape, and you're going to want to pass it around the widest point of your leg. So for me, that's right near my inner thigh here. So you're going to take that tape around the widest part and just gently pull. Right about there is right where mine is. So that takes care of our thigh. And then the last area I'd like you to measure is your calf. So again, we're going to go to the widest point of our calf muscle here. Don't have to flex or anything. Just go ahead and plant that foot down.
Now for the calf muscle, that is going to be optional. That's mostly a concern if you're trying to build your body or change that shape, change the shape of that muscle. I wouldn't worry about it that much for fat loss. There isn't generally a lot of fat that is around that area, so that one will be optional depending on what your goals are.
Take your tape. That's right about where my widest part is, and yes. So we are good. Good, so that takes care of everything. Our chest, our bicep, arm area, 2 points of our abdomen, our thigh, leg area, and then our calf. So those are all the different points. Make sure that you're taking those measurements every 2 to 4 weeks.
All right, good job. Thank you very much. All right, now we're moving on to a separate video that will show you the chest measurement and that first waist measurement, but it will also show you the hip measurement that was missed in the other video. So let's check this out. All right, we're going to stop it there because we're not really interested in the torso measurements. You'll be going from the chest, from the shoulder down to the hips, down the body, and we're not really interested in that one. So just to re-stress what we're going to be looking at when it comes to your measurements, you will be doing your chest, your dominant arm, your waist at the smallest point, your waist an inch below the belly button, your hips, and your thighs, and then again your calf muscles are optional. So hopefully this was very helpful for you. Use this information, write it down in your Busy Fit workbook. Hopefully you've been taking some notes on things that have been standing out to you, things that you want to remember, and things that you want to make sure that you keep at the forefront of your mind. Well, also we want to get these first measurements in, as well as your weight and your body fat percentage, but we'll talk about that on tomorrow. All right, until then, persist. I will persist until I succeed. I'll never give up, and I will see you on tomorrow.